Remember, the YouTube ads feed the ducks. Good morning, everybody. I think it's May the 30th. I don't know. I've lost track of my days today. This week, been crazy busy getting this hatcher built. That's why I haven't been videoing much this week. But we had a duck hurt female today, and Doug's over there. He's checking her out right now. Let the ducks out this morning, the morning rush, and obviously we had a little female Rouen here that is getting gangbanged repeatedly by the males. Doug's garden over, he was very distressed when she came out of the pen because she was flapping her wings and not walking right. She's definitely been gang raped because last night when I let her out, the three males were like all over her. But Doug is very, very curious on what's wrong with her because she's not walking right, and as you can see, she's having a hard time. So I got her in here in the deck area. I'm going to give her a break from the ducks today, I set the little kiddie pool up for her, but she needs to have a break from the males here. She's just not cutting it here on the walking. Oh, poor little girl. But it's strange though because she's like going towards the males. I don't understand. You think if he was getting raped that she'd want to stay away from them, but it's the opposite. So, oh, Dougie, he's so interested in the poor little duck. Hey, come on, Doug. Doug, come. Doug, come. We'll leave her alone. We're going to go do egg recon, and then I'm going to the garage, and I'll give you a shot of the hatcher and what I've accomplished so far. Alright, egg recon. Now, the ducks have started making nests outside. The nights are so warm that they don't even want to go inside the duck shack. Now, this is my third day now of collecting eggs for the next wave in the incubator, because when I take the eggs out here out of the incubator on the 3rd of June, I need to have replacements. So I've already gotten 2 days worth of eggs. I'm storing them in the basement now because it's the coolest place I have. That's in the 55 to 60 degree range to store the eggs, because that's the best temperature to store them. So I've got them in the basement, and but I probably have about 100 so far. They're giving me, between 40 and 50 eggs a day. So, but the last 2 days have actually been really big days. So, but they're dropping eggs everywhere, and making nests in the weirdest places. So, I can't believe, that's how much water they drank last night. Just to give you an idea, now that the nights are warmer, I filled that right up to the top last night with fresh water. So they drank, it's probably 15-20 gallons of water last night. Alright, some dirty eggs. I don't see any others out here. Alright, let's go into the shack and we'll see what's in the shack. We're getting close. I'll give you a shot today. I was going to do a making of video of the hatcher, but it was just too much. I got too much figuring to do and screwing around with cameras, so I'll give you a shot of what I've accomplished today so far, so you can see what I've done. Oh, look at this little duck. Come on, Dougie, out you go. Now I have to call Doug in here, and he'll get you off the nest real quick. Okay. Now I have candled a couple eggs just to do some testing in the incubator. Did it during the day, so it wasn't the best. And my candler that the Chinese sent to me is just not strong enough to. The light's not strong enough to go through the egg shell. The goose eggs you can't even see at all through the shells, the light. So I'm gonna have to make a bigger candler to be able to handle. Oh, look at that, we got a duck here. wattage because it's just not bright enough. Or but I have seen some veins in the eggs, so it is happening. There is ducklings developing in the incubator, so that's a good sign. Oh, that buried egg, the little sneakies. Okay, today's eggs so far is not doing good. And my chickens are hit and miss. You know, some days I'm getting 5 eggs, some days I'm getting 6, some days I'm getting none. All right, girl, come on out. Come on in there, chicken. What do we got in here? Oh, there's Doug. Look at that. That was so cool. He just let the chicken walk right by him. He's such a good dog. I really scored, man. You know, I've said that in the comments many times, but he is, he's just amazing. He's so gentle with everything. Except me. For some reason, he thinks I'm a freaking play toy. And I've received a fair share of bum nipping. His favorite trick is to do a drive-by bum nip. He pinches my bum, but he never leaves a mark. You know, there's no mark, but catches you off guard when you're walking across the driveway, and all of a sudden you get this big dog does a drive-by bum nip and makes you jump. Really makes Cindy jump. I can get him to stop, but he doesn't listen to Cindy. She works on the old treat method of getting dogs to listen, the old pork chop around the neck. So unless she's got a pork chop, they don't listen. Look at that. Doug's interested because the brown chicken's being moving quick. All right, well, let's head to the barn and see what they've given us, because it only looks like we got about 40 eggs today, so that's not a very good haul, actually. It sucks. I'm just trying to make sure I'm not missing anything here. Yeah, it only looks it's a bad haul today. Because normally the bucket is like about that full right there. So that's about 40 eggs. And these are all crossbreed eggs, so we don't know what we're going to get on these. They're going, they're Pekin Rouen crossbreeds, so I don't know what we're going to get as far as ducklings are concerned on these ones. This is sort of like the last the last 1,000 eggs we're going to put in the incubator is just going to be a potpourri of ducklings. So, all right, well, Doug and I are going to go over to the Muscovy in the barn, right, Doug? Yesterday, Doug was pretty funny in the barn. I brought him in with me, and he was laying down beside the Muscovy. We'll go in there right now, and maybe he'll do it again for us. All right, let's see what the little Muscovy have given us. Now, yesterday I brought Doug in here with me because, all right, Doug, you want to come in today? Because I want to get him used to coming in here, because this is where the duckling nursery is going to be. So we're going to be having, like 1,000 ducklings in here shortly, and Doug is going to be coming in here on a regular basis to help me. And we've got Muscovies all over. Oh, look at them. And they oh, we got an egg outside the nest here. Oh, Doug. No, Dougie, don't do that. Hey, Doug. He's not chasing them, he's just following them around. Doug. Oh, you. He's just so curious of ducks. But you know what's there? Like, he never got excited. He doesn't, go after them. But he definitely gets their interest here. Now, this little girl. One single egg. Oh my God, you're slacking here, Ducky. Oh, look at this, Doug. What do we got right here? Here, we'll move the pail because Dougie gets a little excited. Look at that, eh, Doug? Nice little ducky, isn't it? Now, Doug is getting, he's more jealous of anything, actually, when it comes to the ducks. He doesn't like me touching them. And, like, he'll do things like lick their tails, which is, I know he's just feeling them out for a snack, but it's so funny because he'll go over and he'll lick the tail after I've handled them. But like I said, I want to get him used to coming in here, because he's going to be coming in here when this place is full of ducklings, and I want him, to walk around and be aware. And like I said, I want to get the ducklings so they're absolutely, completely calm with him, and him calm with the ducklings, and that the curiosity part. All right, girl, curiosity part gets settled. All right, little girl, I'm going to lift you up. All right, what do we got? Oh, she's got 4 eggs in here today. Well, I had one day this week that Muscovy gave me 10 eggs. I couldn't believe it, which is just bizarre. But today's bad. There's 6 days now. Oh, little girl, I'll put you back in there because we know you want to be there. So 6 eggs. That's bad. Now I'm gonna go for a walk out in the pen, because yesterday there was an egg actually in the pen. The Muscovy. Oh, look at that! Doug's following her around. They only knew that he doesn't want to hurt them. He's just interested in them. He's so calm. All right, Doug, let's go out in the pen, as I don't see any eggs buried here, hidden here. The Muscovies, the more you run, the more excited you're going to make Doug. All right, Doug, let's go into the pen. All right, we're going to go, like I said. Doug, come on. Doug, come. He loves duck feed. We're going to go out to the pen, and we're just going to latch the gate here, because the Muscovies love to come and defecate right inside the door. I'm going to go get some feed. But we're going to take a tour in the pen, because like I said yesterday, there was an egg that was in the pen on the ground, which was very strange for a Muscovy to do that. Muscovy are not, egg droppers. That's usually reserved for the Pekin. And I don't see an egg anywhere. Yeah, I do not see an egg. And like I said yesterday, let's take a look here. Yeah, no egg. All right. Okay, well that's egg recon. That's the worst Muscovy day yet. 6. I'm actually blown away by this. I'm looking around and I don't see. Yeah, that was it today. 6. Now there might be, maybe this afternoon I'll come and I'll find a couple in there. Who knows? But Doug and I got to get back on the hatcher here, and I'll give you a shot of what I've done so far on the hatcher. Well, this little Rouen, she's got quite a fan following here. They won't leave her. They won't leave her. They're sticking right by her here. So with that poor little girl, I know that's what happened. She had a little too much sex last night, so she's going to spend the day in here, and we'll see how she's walking at the end of the day. And if not, I'll keep her separated from the rest of the flock until she gets back to normal. I've seen this before, where the female gets a little too much action and takes a couple days, and then they're back to normal. But she's moving a little bit right there without her wings, so we'll give her a break, because right now the 3 males are if I let her out, the 3 males are all over her. And Doug keeps going over to check her out. He's very concerned. Alright, I'm going to wash my eggs up, and then I'll give you a shot of what the inside of the hatcher looks like, what I've done so far. Well, I was going to do a video of the whole process of building this hatcher, but it just got too drawn out, and too much planning and too much running around and figuring out and designing, and it was a very dry process. And very frustrating, because trying to find any plans or any examples online of what a 600 egg hatcher looks like. There's lots of smaller ones, but I needed to get an idea on a big one, so I finally came up with one. Now it's massive. The thing is 86 inches tall. It's 44 inches wide, and it's 28 inches deep, so I can get it through a door. Now it's going to have, as you can see here, I'll get back how big this thing is. It's massive. But it's on wheels. I built it with wheels. I had some extra wheels left over for some old racks I had, so clean them up, and they've got brakes on them so I can lock them so the cabinet can't move, and get jiggled, and the eggs move inside. There's going to be a total of 6 shelves inside, spaced 11 inches apart each shelf. I reinforced all the edges, and I bolted right through. I put bolts through. I had some old shelf brackets, actually shelf stands, and I bolted it all through so that way there's no sway in the cabinet at all. It's rigid. The door is the best part. I scored a full-length glass aluminum storm door from my buddy he's in the window and glass business, and he had a door that was taken out. The hinges were screwed on it, but I just basically moved the hinges and I had a perfect door. And it's what is, I think it's 66 inches of glass on the front of it, so we're going to be able to see. We won't have to open it to look. We won't have to open it to view. It's going to be awesome. You're going to be able to stand right in front of it and watch 600 ducklings hatch. Hopefully 600, and a dozen geese. So the first round. But I just didn't count on having 600 on the first wave. Because I thought I was going to have maybe a couple hundred per wave, which I could have got away with a hatcher half the size of this or a third of the size of this. But because our first wave is 600 eggs. I had to build a hatcher that could handle 600 eggs, so it's going to be an event here. So I'm going to get going. I've got it insulated. I'm going to line it with white styrofoam. I'm going to put some handles on the side of it. I'm going to put some coroplast, line the inside with coroplast so it's easy to wash. And I'll give you a shot when I get the shelves in it, or I'll give you a shot when I get the coroplast in, just to show you what the inside is going to look like. And hopefully, I remember. Like I said, I'm scrambling to get this done. My goal is it has to be physically plugged in and running by tomorrow morning, because I want to run it at least 3 days to get it so I can make sure that the humidity's right and everything, all the calibration's right. I don't want to take any chances here because it's the last 5 days is the most crucial, and I got to make sure it's running. So that is what my massive hatcher. It's big. It's massive. It's like way bigger than I thought it was going to be. All right, I've got the insulation in now inside here, and I've got the back covered in coroplast, so it actually fits nice and snug. I've bent the corners here, which I will match up right here. I'll match up another piece, which I'm going to first. I'm going to build the front of it and the door opening to hang the door. And once that's done, then I can finish the inside. I just had to get all the big pieces in that I wouldn't be able to get through the door once I install the door on it. So now I've got this done, and I'm going to lay the unit on its back, and I'm going to build a door frame on the front of it and put the front on, and then I'll insulate it and I'll give you a shot of what it looks like. Well, it's time to call it a night here. The ducks have come over to check on what I'm doing here. They all came over and were actually standing in the garage door watching me work. So I've got the door. When you know it, the storm door was 5/8 of an inch too long, so I had to take the whole frame apart and cut the bottom off of it. But I've got it in, and I'm going to call it a night. But that's basically what it looks like with the door in it. Well, except I'm going to have the trim on both sides and closed in. But tomorrow I'll mount it, and I've just got it laying in there right now. And of course, when you're MacGyvering, making something from nothing, everything takes a long time. And when you're using parts that are not meant to be what you're using them for, and you got to modify them. But I'm excited because this hatcher, you're going to be able to watch. Well, we're going to be able to set the camera up right in front and film everything that's going on inside. So it's I'm excited. You're not going to have to open the door. So that's it for today.